everyone, Mipa here, trying to make your Monday a little better and maybe even something to look forward to. We are here with kind of a speed paint. It's mainly because for a while now, I have just been wanting to have some new characters to draw or design some new characters that I find more interesting than the Shadows and Mirrors ones I've been drawing, because they're just like basic humans and there's more interesting things I could draw, and I've mainly been drawing them lately, so I wanted something else to draw. That's my main point here. So I thought, what if I do a fun new character design? And now this video has come out of it. I started doing it in a similar way that I would usually go about it on paper, but doing it digitally was a lot different than doing it on paper. And I quickly realized that. But for this character design specifically, I used a random generator to randomly generate 3 words to inspire the theme of this character, or this time characters. The words this time, as you probably saw in the title, were butterflies, snow, and identical. Upon seeing this, I had a pretty good idea of what I wanted them to look like, but there were the finer details that I still needed to figure out. I knew I wanted them to pretty much be like twins, they're siblings, and in my mind they were both girls, although in this first attempt here, one of them very much looks like a boy. So that was that, and I started by figuring out the heads, although I don't usually do that when I do it on paper. Usually on paper I like to do the whole body first, but holding my phone sideways to draw is very odd to me still. I'm still not used to it, and I wasn't ready to go into a full body shot yet. I am like, I need something small, so I decided to figure out the head first, because that was the thing I was the most unsure about, and to me the rest of the body is easier to figure out than the face and the head. So I ended up doing 3 different little attempts trying to figure it out. The main thing I knew about them was one of them would have antennas like a butterfly, and one of them would have like these little like things on the side of their head that were meant to like represent butterfly wings, kind of like they have little butterfly wings on the side of their head, although they kind of looked like elf ears, if I'm gonna be completely honest here. And I knew I wanted like some kind of like winter-ish thing on their head, whatever that may be. And I slowly figured out their hairstyle as I went. Although, in the end, what I went with, we'll see soon here. Apparently one of them doesn't even have a hat. I don't know. I had a very, very rough idea of what I wanted for them. Apparently, did I decide to go with nothing on their head? I think I decided to go with nothing on their head. Huh, at least they have hair. They have hair. That's something on their head. But yeah, I wasn't very sure on what to do with their hair. I knew one had spikier hair and stuff, kind of like crystal shards. And then when I tried out the rounder hairstyle, I liked that one because it reminded me more of snow. So one's kind of more like ice and one's more like snow, at least in my head. And I incorporated the antennas and the butterfly wings as ears. It's so weird in retrospect now that I'm looking at it, but I think it looks cool. It looks cool, I believe. So yeah, once I figured that out, I decided to go with the third option I did, because I was essentially just doing tweaks the entire time. I started preparing the body of one of them. And then I could easily copy and paste it because they're identical! The prompt went easy on me there, making them the same. It didn't say like opposites or something like that. I will try to link the random generator I used into the description. I should remember that. I've been good at remembering when I wanted to do that. I believe that, or I've forgotten to the point where I didn't even know I forgot to do that. Although if I remembered that I forgot, I would have gone back and added it. So hopefully I'm right, and I have been doing good on that. I did it last time I said I was going to, and I don't remember saying it any other time before that, so I don't know. I think I've been doing good. But yes, upon doing stuff on the channel, which has mainly become drawing now, I keep forgetting and remembering how different digital drawing is from paper and pencil drawing. Because at least for me, you wouldn't think that it'd be too much different, but it's very different. Like, even just the way I have to hold my phone, because for recording I have to do it sideways, so it fits nicely. But you don't have to do that with paper. With paper, you have the entire paper. You have all the space you need. It's easier. At least to me it is. And I feel like there are probably people, especially people that I know, that are like, you can get like a bigger device to use instead. But I simply would rather not. I prefer sticking with my phone. Although, back to like the more topic of the video, how I like to start my character designs, how I like to start them, is I like blocking out a rough shape, because I find that to like make it easier to get like an interesting silhouette. To get a more interesting silhouette on a character, I like to just block out the shapes first. And then from there, I'll add the line art and make it more refined and such things. That's what I like to do, because I have been like watching more art videos and drawing videos and stuff like that, and some people were talking about how like when they're making characters, they focus on making a interesting silhouette, meaning where if you took a rough drawing of the character, like the positioning that these characters I put in, and you just filled in the whole thing with black, would the silhouette still look interesting? Would you be able to tell where things start and end on the body? Would you be able to tell certain things? Would it look cool? Can you tell who it is, even in just the silhouette? Like those games! Like those... This just like clicked in my brain and I just went, like those games! By those games, I mean those games... I don't even know if they're a game, but like those games in children's coloring books, where like, because there's like Pokemon coloring books, Strawberry Shortcake coloring books, like stuff like that, where it's very themed off of characters and stuff, and then they'll like have this one page where they have a drawing of one or more of the characters, and they'll have like a couple drawings, and then you have to match them up with like the like shadowed figure version of it. Do any of you know what I'm talking about? Because like I remember thinking they were so easy because they'd have like one waving and one sitting, and their positions were just completely different, so it was really easy to tell which matched with which. It was so easy to tell, but I still overly enjoyed doing them. Oh. Sorry, a thing just like came up on the thing where I just remembered what had happened when I was having a little bit of storage issue on my phone, because I guess my storage was like getting too full with all my video making stuff. So while I was drawing, Abyss Paint just stopped me and went, "We don't have enough space for you to continue editing." And I was like, oh darn. So I had to start like deleting stuff and getting space, which wasn't too difficult since I was able to just delete a lot of my videos that I still had saved onto my phone and not feel guilty about it because it's on YouTube. That's how you guys are watching it. It's on YouTube, so you can see it. It's not lost forever when I delete it. So I was able to get some space that way and such things. But yeah, it was just a mild issue. That added to my unease about doing this digitally, was because it kept stopping me multiple times. But yes, with these characters, I decided to make one more blue and one more purple, and while they were identical, I wanted some differences to be in them, like how their main colors are different. But then also, like, since they'd probably be twins or siblings, I had them have the same skin color and hair color and wing color, I believe. And I kind of gave them both like a kind of like blush in a way. Like when you're cold, usually like your face will like become pink or red because you're cold. They have it where it's just blue because their skin is blue. So I had it for them because snow! But yes, this is the final product of this character design. I don't think I'll really do anything with them. I might do like another speed paint of them, possibly, if I ever want to. But that's not in my plans currently. If you guys want to draw them, go ahead. I have no problem with it. But yes, this is just a fun little thing I wanted to do with the prompt I was given. If you want to try this yourself with the same generator I used, the link should be in the description. So, you can check it out there. That's all I have to say though, so I hope you all have a great week, everyone. Goodbye!